here for the lower third. The way that we're going to separate it is calf and shin in the front. We've got our ankle, Achilles tendon, and then we have the actual foot itself, with including toes. So to start with the calf, we typically will start in the medius part of the calf itself, and you'll have your other foot down as a gauge. You'll lift your body up and you will roll just back and forth, twisting a little bit from side to side, getting different parts of that calf. Now for some of you, that may be a lot of pressure. For others, it may not be enough. So what we'll do is we'll cross that other leg on top to create additional pressure. You can also put a sandbag, you can put a weighted vest on top just to create some more pressure. If you have a friend that enjoys to give you a little bit of torture, that may do the job as well. But what happens is once we find a spot that's really sore, really tender, I will stop on that and have that the foot that's on the roller make some circles around and then circles the other way. Then I'll move and I'll find another spot and I'll do the same thing. And I will work my way from the top all the way down to the Achilles tendon, finding those spots, making those circles around it. From a shin side of things, so the front side of it, what we'll do is we will literally put pressure right on that shin itself, rolling back and forth, okay? You rolling back and forth creates some pressure. If you want more pressure, again, get your entire body up and on there and roll up and down that shin, okay? So from a side view, we'll start at the medius point, right? The medius point of that shin, and then work our way down, finding those tough spots. And again, it's flexing, it's pointing the toe forward and back, and also rotationally as we go through it. Now, this still has some cushion to it. There's a PVC inside. If we really want to cause some disruption and some solid soft tissue, we'll just go straight to a PVC pipe. Do not start out with just a PVC pipe. I'll say it again, do not start out with just a PVC pipe, because there are some that it is just too hard to actually take from a soft tissue standpoint. You're really just going to do more damage than you will do any harm. But you have this as a tool itself. When we move down to the Achilles tendon and the ankle, you got to be very, very careful, because we're dealing with some elastic issues around here. So what I tend to do is I create that manual movement with a golf ball, and I will create pressure with my hand and with this golf ball going around that ankle all the way down through the heel itself. There are a couple points in here that you will hit, that you will actually see your toes move involuntarily, because of all this stuff connected, it runs all the way down through your feet. Okay? So again, doing the same thing on the outside as well, right? Then what we'll do is we can get some movement and actually get some manual pressure around that same massage. So now I'm pulling up and out on my foot, really where these muscles and connective tissues back here function at their greatest tension. Okay? Running down through the foot, we can still stick with the golf ball, or we have some other rollers and other techniques as well. So you can create some pressure, go on that heel, and your heel is like the epicenter. That's like union station for your foot. So make sure you're going all the way around to the side of that heel, getting all those points, because all these muscles that run down through your calf and through that foot itself run at different points of that heel. So I'm getting on the inside, I'm getting on the outside, right? And then we have all this muscle and fascia underneath our foot as well. So anybody that's got plantar fasciitis, anybody that has had Achilles pain, anybody that has bunions, anybody that has even ingrown toenails when we get to our feet, bone spurs. These are all major issues that we're addressing on this bottom section here. When we get to the foot, the feet, okay, I like to even just use fingers as a separator to create some separation in between your toes. And you can literally watch TV, read a book, do whatever you need to do. But what tends to happen is your feet, if you look at my hand, your feet tend to get manipulated by your shoes that you wear. So by creating that manual separation with your fingers sliding in there, you're basically creating space for your toes to function how they're supposed to function. So again, the point of doing soft tissue work is to, one, eliminate pain, two, prevent pain and move better. So some of this stuff is going to cause pain because you have so much in the way of pathology that's built up all in these areas. Whether you're a runner or a biker, just in the game of life, just an athlete, these are areas that absolutely must have soft tissue work.